Will this be my next bike? The 2024 Gas ec300. Let's take a look at it. So, I rode the new 24 Husky the other day, if y'all seen in a video my buddy Jordy had, and I fell in love with the bike. And we all know KTM, you just pick your color. Red, white, you know. Husky, gas, KTM, you want an orange one. These new gases look good. I prefer it. It's a little cheaper. I could save the money and dump it into the suspension if need be. Let's see. Let's go over a few things here. You know, they got all new body work and redesign, you know, front to back. The ergos on this bike, if it's similar to the Husky, it felt amazing. I fell in love with it. Very light and nimble on top. Just stable. Felt good. Here's some few things I'm going to flip through here, and y'all can take a look or read it or go on the gas site. It's got the neck and handlebars. My Beta has the same, I don't know if it's the same bars, but they're the Neckin or Nikin, however you say that. And I love those. And these new foot pegs. Oh, let's talk a fuel tank right here. Has a new fuel tank too. You can see through it. Good for when you need to check your gas, especially if you're running an enduro or whatever. But these foot pegs, I love stock. They're bigger, wider, and my feet just stayed on them. They're on the Husky too when I rode his. I loved it. And the handling and the frame. These bikes are all the same, basically just a different color. Now the gas does have a different subframe, which is all aluminum, which I don't know if that's going to make a difference in the handling so much, which it's better for hard enduro guys, because sometimes the plastic subframes are, or the new one, the KTMs are like half and half. They can break. They're saying they're rigid, but they can break. I like the all aluminum. It's just, you throw your bike around in a hard enduro, you know it's going to hold up and it's not going to break. Not to say it can't break, because it could, but it's going to be stronger. Now the gas does have forged triple clamps. I'm not really worried about. They're nice. I don't see no problem there. They do cut cost on a couple little things, which they do have the open cartridge WP Explorer forks, which are going to be new revalve in them, which I prefer for hard enduro and enduro stuff. They're a little softer. The new closed cartridge on the KTM is amazing. Don't get me wrong. It is by far the best front fork they have had. It is a little stiffer, but it becomes plush once you ride it a little harder, which is nice. But I do prefer the softer stuff for hard enduro. And I know there's a all new swing arm on these bikes. They're like 95% new bike. You can go read all this on the website. KTM, gas, the Husky, whatever. Like I said, pick your color. The new TBI motor is amazing. It just pulls through the gear from bottom all the way to the top. There isn't that little bit of hesitation like there was with TPI motors, which I like. It still doesn't have the bottom end that a Beta has, though, which Betas are carbureted, so that might be why. It still has a tiny little hesitation, but it's almost like good in a hard enduro situation. It can be good or bad. I like the carb bikes because you have that hit right off the bottom, and it can help you get over stuff. Sometimes it can put you in a hairy situation, though, and make you loop out if you're not clutching the bike properly. With the TBI and TPIs, there's that little bit of hesitation, so it's not as hard to loop it out. But the TBI motor is strong. It is strong. That 24 Husky I rode the other day, that thing pulls all the way through the gear now. And I loved it. It felt so dang good. It made me fall in love with the bike, honestly. Pulls a lot longer than any other bike out there, I would say, from what I've rode. It has a 6-speed wide transmission. All the gearing felt pretty good, which I think it's like a 1345 gearing stock. I would probably go up a couple teeth or down one on the front, just for the type of riding I do. They have Brake Tech brakes. The Husky had these too, and I hear people complain about these. When I got on it, man, them things were nice. I don't know what people were talking about. I don't know if maybe previous years, but the new 2024s, man, the back end, you got on it, it locked up when you need to lock up or slide it. The front end felt great. It modulated. I don't know what people are saying about the Brake Tech stuff, that they're cheap or whatever. I don't notice. Maybe they put different brake pads on them now. Maybe they had cheaper brake pads possibly, and they glazed over very easily before. I'm not sure, but I didn't see no problem with it. Here's some other specs here. This is all Euro millimeters and stuff on the bike. You'll have to convert that over to inches for America. You'll have to do your homework on that. But the bike felt great. I like the linkage on the gas as well over KTM's PDS. I just prefer linkage. It feels more stable. You do get a little more clearance with PDS, but I prefer the linkage, and just put a bash plate on the bottom and cover the linkage guard. I've never had no problems. But we'll see. I'm keeping my eye on this bike, and maybe my next bike. Stay tuned.